Hello, everybody. Yeah, hey, and welcome to Valiant Victories with Danny Decker. How are you doing? Merry Christmas to the folks that had Christmas. Squeaking this out here before New Year's. Ooh, I've got a few videos that I want to do, so we'll see. I think the wife and the older three might be going to see Avatar: The Way of Water. I can't sit that long. What's it, 3 hours and 12 minutes? I can't sit that long. So I think I'm gonna stay home with the bros. But my son Michael, they watched the first Avatar last night, and then Michael this morning said, "Yeah, I want to see that Tarzan movie." I said, "You mean Avatar? Like Avatarzan?" So I don't know. I thought it was funny. But you're not here to hear about that. You're here for Bloodshot Unleashed. Yeah, number 4. Yeah, so there we go. So there is the pre-order edition cover. Yeah, another good one. So here we go. Let me get started. We've got. Ooh, I'll try to hold it so you can see that part. Writer again, Dennis Camp. A different artist on this one, Eric Zawadzki. Colorist, Jordi Belair. Letter, Hassan Asmani Alao. And some other folks there that did all the other stuff. But yeah, here we go. So issue 4. It starts out, let's see. So this is the present. Here we go. So it kind of, there's 2 different times. This is, I believe, what would be the present story. So it's got a scene here where there's a bunch of soldiers. They are done up with barbed wire, and we can see Bloodshot in the crosshairs there. And there we go. So the title is Flashback, I believe. Ooh, I sure hope so. But showing Bloodshot there, getting shot, falling asleep. And then, despite the fact that that says Flashback, now we're on to the flashback. So it's showing the house there. I believe the same house that they showed in Bloodshot Unleashed issue 1 that was exploded. Here we go. So, we've got Magic and Jesse, and they're playing a video game. Oh, and Bloodhound, too. So, they're having a nice family moment, and then they hear a noise. Oh, that's not thunder. And there is the explosion that we saw in issue 1. So, there we go. And we are introduced to Hobbs. So, one of the spent shells. He's after him. Then we are jumping to the present, and Bloodshot is looking for another spent shell, Michael Verlaine. So he's calling out for him, and he could see the hole through his chest. There's just a flesh wound, but there is Verlaine there. So another soldier. What was it? There was a soldier in the first one too, but I guess it makes sense because the spent shells, they were all soldiers that were experimented on. So keeping with that theme. So there's Bloodshot there. He trips one of the traps from Verlaine and taking some more damage there. And there we go. So Verlaine is trying... Oh, actually, no. Ooh, I'm wrong. So now we are jumping back to Hobbs. So in the wreckage of the house there, Hobbs is beating up on Bloodshot there. They are chatting about that. He's saying, "Oh yeah," he's very full of himself. He's saying, "Oh yeah, your daughter's hurt, hasn't beat in 5 minutes." They call me this, they call me that, but just call me Hobbs. He's just that snarky, like, ooh, I don't know. He's tough. He's hot stuff, and he knows it. And one of those similar to. Oh no, it's been too long since I read Book of Shadows. I can't remember his name. Oh no. We'll get to that later. But I was going to say, one of these villains that just is postulating. Ooh, there you go. I got my word of the day calendar. No, not really. But yeah, one of those villains that, he'll punch you, but verbally he will harass you even worse. But there's Hobbs. He's going there, fighting with Bloodshot. Lots of action there. And then... he always laughs. He goes, key. Like, ooh, it's just, even just the way he laughs. Oh, there's something, slimy guy there. But we're cutting back to Verlaine. So here we go. Bloodshot taking a lot of damage trying to help Verlaine. And it's saying, oh yeah, he's been to Iraq, he's been to Afghanistan, he's been to the moon, I think they said, trying to fight like aliens too, like the Vine and stuff. So like his mind is all scrambled up, PTSD stuff hitting him pretty hard. He said, oh yeah, he's seeing the soldiers as spiders, but ooh, yeah, ooh, he's Verlaine. He's seen a lot. We're cutting back to Hobbs, and then there we go, Jessie. She's got I like this panel. You can just see with all the multiple knives. She's going after him there, and then it gives Bloodshot the chance to sneak up there. And he's got him in the headlock there, and he's still chatting about it. It ends with a key, doing his laugh, key, and then so there we go. Here we go. And cutting back to Verlaine, who is seeing things like he's out in space, and more damage there. Bloodshot is feeling sympathetic for him, of course. And then, here we go with Jessie and Magic. Jessie's very excited that she was able to help out. Magic is admitting, we can't do this. And Bloodshot saying, I know. But, So this is sort of explaining why he's looking at the picture in the first issue, thinking back to this point where they must have decided for Magic and Jessie's sake that they would leave Bloodshot for their own safety. It's so sad. But here's the covers. We'll get distracted by the covers. So there we go. Yeah, another good month of good covers. So usually I try not to touch too much on the extra goodies in here. Did you know, which I didn't know, and I didn't know if this was a thing or somebody picked it up and ran with it. In the last issue, they're saying that that was Jessie, or not Jessie. That was Magic in there. Oh my goodness. He said, "Oh yeah, I don't know. Like she's got straight brunette hair. It looked like versus at least here we're seeing her as kind of shorter haired blonde. So was that the point that was supposed to be Magic? I didn't pick that up in the issue unless they named her and I just missed it. But I read that in this part and went like, oh really? Huh. But there we go. A little thing about PTSD there. So yeah, that has been a theme throughout all of the issues. Thankfully, I don't know much about it. My ignorance is protecting me in this case, but I feel very bad for people that do have to deal with such things. But back to the issue. So there we go. So Bloodshot and Jessie, she's upset. What do you mean? I want to help. And like, no, you can't really do that. Like, he's trying to, doing that father thing, making the hard choices for her sake. Then we're cutting back to Verlaine, who you can see what he's seeing versus what is actually happening there with those panels. He is just it's a sad situation. Bloodshot's got him in a headlock there. He's thinking back to Jessie and Magic. He's got him in the headlock, but unlike when he had Hobbs in the headlock, he is able to stop. He's able to tell him, he's, come up with the language that you can understand. And he tells him, it's time to go. It's time to come home. And you can see he just is breaking down, laughing and crying. And you can see Jessie there is the little not really there, but not really there. And just that. And then they're cutting in memory of Jason David Frank. And I thought that there's also a little write-up at the very end. The compass points here. I won't read the whole thing, but we touched about it a little bit. Who's we? Just me, I guess. I touched on it in one of the other videos about Jason David Frank passing, and there is a little write-up here and some behind-the-scenes pictures. So, unfortunately, very fitting issue talking about PTSD and mental issues, and that was ultimately what led to Jason David Frank's passing. And again, a very good tribute to him. And so, yeah, another very heavy issue. The whole series has dealt with PTSD and people that are lashing out. It seems like really with Verlaine, he really didn't even know what was going on. So it was good that Bloodshot was able to, he didn't have to put him out of his misery. Hopefully that Verlaine is able to be rehabilitated and get the help that he deserves. So, another, yeah. So, again, Bloodshot Unleashed, fantastic series. I saw on Facebook and Twitter, they were putting a thing out, oh, hey, what do you think about continuing? Like, oh, yes. Like, it's a very heavy series. I would love to see it continue. If it didn't, it would be okay. Like, I love it. I adore it. But it did feel like, we've covered kind of the same thing for all four of these issues. I wonder if it would branch out into anything different if there was another arc. I would love to see where it would go. But I don't know. It's kind of, each issue is just, it's these guys that with PTSD. I'm not complaining, but it's just like, it's so heavy. And it's so, each issue, it's like, oh, my goodness, I don't know. And, like, especially after this one, it's just, Verlaine is such a, in the Jason D. Frank thing, like, oh, my goodness, I gotta pick up an issue of Faith or something and, like, get picked back up. But, I don't know. I'd love to see where else the series could go. I think Dennis Camp is a great writer, and I appreciate how serious the topic has been and how serious the whole series has been. It wasn't just an excuse to have more violence and swearing. It was really a mature theme, and it was done beautifully. So I would love to see if it would continue, but if it didn't continue, I'd be okay with that too, just because, especially with how little Valiant is putting out, it's just such a, oh my God, it's so heavy. I'm kind of looking forward to Book of Shadows and get back to, I'm gonna get you guys because I'm evil, just kind of a lighthearted villain instead of these real, oh my goodness, it's hitting hard. So, I don't know. But, what do you think? I thought, another great issue. This is a series that I will definitely come back to and revisit again. Top-notch writing, the art, although different with Zawadzki, I thought the art was great. It really fit. You could tell it wasn't John Davis Hunt, but it still had lots of good detail. You could tell whoever it was. The storytelling was great. Another victory. Can't complain at all. I thought it was a beautiful issue, but so I don't want to make it sound like, I don't care, I don't want any more. I'd love some more, but it's just like, it really, these 4 issues felt like it was a story. Even though they were all separate, I don't know. I got it, and I'd love to see what else there is. I don't know. I feel like I'm talking in circles, but there we go. So there we go. I think the next thing coming out is, January 25th? We'll get back to Book of Shadows. If you're anything like me, you have almost certainly forgotten what's going on in Book of Shadows. What was it? He met up with, like, death or something? I can't remember even what it was. So I have my issues. They're tucked back there in my VEI short box that I got at the ready. So I'm going to be digging back into those at some point. I've got the classic Harbinger video that hopefully I'll do right after I hit stop on this one. And I've got another video, something completely random. Oh, it's very weird. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know if I'll make it, but maybe we'll see. So there we go. Make sure you talk to your shop and get your Book of Shadows 3 and 4 pre-ordered, because especially, I don't know, with such a break in between, who knows if it's even a thing. I went to a shop yesterday, the shop locally in Rochester, New York, Comics, etc. There you go. Free plug. But they have back issues. Oh, they got all these back issues. I went and they had one copy of Book of Shadows issue 1. And like, that's one of those, like, I need a copy of something completely random. It's like, go there because they have every back issue that's ever existed. But yeah, they only had one. So if that shop only has one, I don't know about any other shops. If I don't know. So I worry for Book of Shadows issues 3 and 4. So please, if you want to get them, please pre-order. Make sure that you get them. And otherwise, though, we're looking forward to Exo Manowar Unconquered 2. That'll be coming out. Let Valiant know if you want to see some more Bloodshot Unleashed. I'd love to, but it's like there's only going to be one. I kind of want to see what else there could be. Like, I don't know. Who knows? How about Urchin Armstrong Forever issue 5? That right there. Anyway, I don't know. All right. You can see me hovering towards I have the little button to stop this thing. You have the power to stop this thing too, so you probably should have done that already. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Stay valiant, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye.